Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as Communist China under Mao. So we are currently engaged in the wonderful Chinese war against Japan, or I don't actually technically know what it's called. It's just Japanese-Chinese war. Okay, so we're not doing too well. China cannot stop the forces of Japanese. Um, Although I'm kind of impressed. It looks like they've already fixed all their military issues. Huh. Because usually they should have a huge penalty towards their military combat strength, but apparently they don't. So anyhow, let's reform our government a bit more. Who can we put here? We'll do, well, army defense will help a little bit. Another thing I have to avoid doing is losing my troops, because that was really stupid of me. So the one thing I should never use, apparently, is the force attack, because my troops, in this case, versus the Japanese, are just going to die. Same thing with force defense, they're not going to retreat, which doesn't end well for us, to put it mildly. But overall, I'm not sure how we're actually going to do here. I've got a sad, sneaking suspicion we're probably going to lose this one, but we'll see. And then even if we survive this war, which seems increasingly unlikely, then we have to try and survive the Chinese Civil War. So, if I fail, I'll probably just restart. I've learned a lot from playing it so far. Between the two live streams and these videos, I'm pretty good at knowing what I have to do. It's just a matter of actually doing it. We've got volunteers from the Soviets, but that's about it. Okay, time to increase the cost of making weapons, apparently. It's only going to put me further and further behind needing new weapons, but what can I do? The Japanese are just overrunning China in the south. If we start losing much more, I'm just going to pull my troops back and pretty much fortify my border where I put up some forts. Forts, I almost should throw some up there. Well, worst comes to worst, I can hold out in my mountains for a while, but we're pretty good on that front. No point in confronting the warlords. I could invite Soviet advisors. Heavy weapons, elite mountain. Yeah. I might as well try and get to this Soviet exploratory force or whatever it was called. Expeditionary force. Soviet volunteer group, there we go. Let's also see how our generals are doing. So I figured out how they level up. I actually bothered to go read the patch notes. Every time they level up, they get they get 3 trait points, depending on what they had from the beginning, so it can vary quite a bit. Since we're fighting mainly under the generals that Chiang Kai-shek has on the field, we're not getting much experience, sadly. Okay, I think it's time to pull my troops back, because we're losing in the north. We don't have enough troops, though, that's the problem. Well, I guess I'll auto-deploy you, do something with him. Oh, wait. There we go. Can I not? Oh. Okay, that's how I have to do it. Nope, apparently I have to delete all orders and then redo this. Great. Why can't I assign troops? Rather odd. Okay. It's only assigning 1 division. What in the world? Okay, let's try this. I've deleted that order. Try this now. There we go. Okay. Gonna leave China pretty much to fend for themselves at the moment, since we have nothing we can give them, really. I have a feeling we're gonna lose because China's being overrun and it's got massive heavy inflation. And they're only making it worse. Ay, ay, ay. I need more troops on the field. I'm kind of tempted to call this a loss and start again. Just because of how poor a shape we're in, but probably not worth it. Do some land appropriation here. Might as well try and get as much productivity out of this area as possible. This recovery from the long march is killing my ability to construct stuff, though. Well, my troops have fallen back. China is finally pushing back in the north, at least nationalistic China. The issue is I don't see how they're gonna... They're running out of troops and they have barely even damaged the Japanese. The Japanese still have 1 million men they can raise and China's only got 500,000. Not good, not good at all. On the other hand, this is a very hot location, so my troops are going to get heat acclimation, so that might help if I have to defend. But look at all of them. They're all green combat modifiers. That's a huge issue. They've gotten no experience fighting in this war. I mean, I've got increased damage from partisans, but I don't see how to keep them alive. And now Japan's invading in the south there, or not really in the south anymore, but on that side. As of course Japan pushes further and further in, it's going to be harder and harder for them to actually fight because they're going to be with longer supply chains, more penalties and stuff. Although it would help if Chiang Kai-shek actually researched stuff that would give them like better defenses. They've got this whole war of national liberation stuff and war of anti-imperialism. And apparently they've gotten rid of army corruption really fast though. Maybe they can hold them off, but I'm not about to risk any more troops in that fight. At least until I can get some Soviets on my side. Speaking of which, the Soviets are in fact on my side because they are sending volunteer troops who I have no idea where they're fighting, but they're out there somewhere. Oh, there's one. That's probably one reason the North is holding, is there's a Soviet troop up there. And right there, wow. Yeah, they've got cannon and other stuff. It's the cannon that I think it's got to make a huge difference in these wars. Okay, we've got enough here almost to send out a Mountaineer division. Which is good, because all our terrain is either desert or mountains, really. Nice, but I don't know how much that helps me. I really want to get artillery on the field, but can't even support what troops I have. I really should try and get this mobilization up to like a war economy, but service by requirement's also hurting me as well. Okay, let's try replacing this guy with the Soviet advisor. Is he any better? No, my guy's actually a better commander than theirs. That's awkward. Okay, well, I should at least be able to push for the Soviet Expeditionary Force, I'd imagine. Soviet Volunteer Group, yeah. Okay, get some Air Force, that would be nice. I mean, I do have technically enough to throw a cannon division at least behind these guys. The war in Europe has started. See how is that? What's the sides? Allies in the Axis. Okay. Germany has already done the Ribbentrop Pact or whatever, so they're going to be hard to eliminate. Everyone else is already falling into the Axis sphere of influence. Joy. And I have no idea why I just jumped to Brazil, but it did. I still want to send troops to help this fight, but I know I can't really do anything. I have so few factories, it's sad. Nothing. This is good. Does this just cancel all trade orders? I wonder if it does. I bet it does. That would be nice if I could get away with it. Do some quick drilling here. Since we're not under attack, we might as well have defensive trained troops when they come for me. The Japanese are slowly suffering a little more casualties. Somehow China's actually pushing them back in places. Have they reformed their... No, it's literally all just infantry. That is so weird. Huh. Very odd. Anyone else we can throw in here as political advisor? Crusader. Figurehead might be nice. Oh, the military construction too. Let's do another... oh, we can't do anything. Let's hope we can get another land appropriation thing. Guess not. Your troops must mostly be trained, yes. Oh, so not going well on the bottom part of the war. They've managed to push them back here, which is amazing. I have no idea how they're doing this. But their inflation has actually recovered a little bit. Wow. See what Japan is researching. Agility focus, interesting. Defensive conscription, they're only at volunteer only. Really wouldn't mind infiltrating more of Chinese lands, but we gotta win the war first. Let's get another factory. I mean, we could shift civilians to military, but I don't know how much that would help. Fall of Warsaw, Poland's gone. How typical. So next, the French will fall, right? As the Germans invade Belgium. That's historically what happens. Actually, wait, Germany's first got to evacuate part of Poland, right? They're packed with the Soviets. Oh, in the meantime, Luxembourg is going to be attacked. There we go, there's the Netherlands, and next will be Belgium. So Germany will conquer most of Europe, as usual. Okay, the division is pretty much fully equipped, both top and the bottom. How are we doing cannon-wise? We have 60. Doesn't look like I'm actually needed too much in the war right now. There we go. There's the German pulling out of eastern Poland. I'm surprised the Soviets haven't actually attacked Belgium yet. Who is this? Slovakia. Oh yeah, their little puppet. That's totally useless in the scheme of things. Do they even have troops? They have 2 divisions and a default 3. I love how Germany taking over half of Europe matters, but Japan invading China doesn't matter at all to the world. At least that's what historically happened, sadly. At least till the Japanese joined the Axis, and then it got really messy. Unfortunately, I don't think Japan is going to join the Axis because they already have the Greater East Asian Caucasus Prosperity Sphere. I guess I'll do army. Unless I wanted to lower this, which I don't really want to. There's Belgium. I'm tempted to do total mobilization because I can always take the women in the workforce or whatever. For now, I'll put in the army recovering guy. Oh, apparently, we can also go further down the mass assault doctrine tree. Mass assault, right? Yep, mass assault doctrine. Fair enough. Luxembourg has capitulated. What a surprise. Troops are literally just having to train. How are we doing making up? We're doing okay. Not ideal though. Soviet volunteer group. We're gonna get a pop-up of that. Apparently not. Okay. Let's. Would military intelligence stuff help? Doubt it. If I do this, I could get stuff with them. I could get tanks. Wait, don't I need a French military mission to actually get anything there. Nor can I do anything else on that front. Okay, I guess I'll be friends with the Soviets. Oh, apparently I already am. Joy. Purchase tanks, I guess. Something's changed. China's all of a sudden losing. They run out of troops? Yep, they run out of troops. Oh boy. However, in the north they've pushed back a bit. Almost enough to make me consider throwing troops in the front line again. Oh, we've got a division I can add. Go. Continue strengthening my defensive lines, I guess. Shangzi? I don't know how to say that. It's about to fall. Okay. Well, on that note, I think I'll end this here, and continue this next time unless I decide that we're totally doomed and I should restart. But I think right now at least we'll keep fighting. So thank you guys all for watching. See you all next time. Bye for now.